Live. We are live. I'm so excited about the topic tonight. Like, ready. I'm like super ready. Oh, and we are in our testing phases. As y'all see, we are on Restream, a streaming platform to help us be able to go live across platforms. If y'all are in here, say hello. Hello. Say hello. Let me see if I can see the comments. And look, if y'all want to come on live with me, matter of fact, if y'all want to come on live with me today, we can do it. You just got to put your email in the chat. So if you want to go on live with me, just put your email in the chat. Thanks for bearing with us on these super rough lives. Hi, Kat. I can't see who's in here from Restream. I guess it's not important, huh? I can definitely see the comments, but I can't see who's in here. Oh, wait, I think I see y'all. Hey, Quinta, what's going on? We're talking about balancing today. This is going to be a real fun live. I wish I could see how many people in here. Okay, there's no way for us to see, like, if we're directly on YouTube. Sorry, y'all. While we're doing the live, we are practicing as well. So just people who are watching it later, please bear with me during these like weeks where we're trying to figure everything out. But there's no way for me to see how many people are on like we can when I'm directly on YouTube. Okay, send me a message and let me know if that's. Oh, I get what you're saying. I could just. Okay, I see what you're saying. Just kind of view it on YouTube myself. Let's see. All right, I see what you're saying. Got it. All right, y'all. I'm keep sticking to it. I am a therapist, and this is what I do every day, all day. And if you want to book me directly, you can go on keylifecoaches.com. Kat, if we can you please put keylifecoaches.com somewhere up on our screen while we talk about our topic for today? So put the website up and listen. If y'all want to go live, you can go live with me today. Okay. All I need you to do is put your email in the chat if you want to go live. We can talk about anything. It doesn't have to be about our topic. Okay. If you want to go live, just put your email in the chat. That's all you gotta do. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get into it. So listen, y'all. Balancing is one of the most important things you are going to have to master. Okay. So, first, I want you to identify what is most important to you. This is super important. Okay. Balancing is everything. This prevents a lot of wasted time, energy, where we burn out, where we are not getting the most out of our lives. Okay. So we have to master balancing. This is super like important just to your health, your happiness, your success. This is not actually negotiable. Like you have to master this. Okay. Um, I wonder how people are balancing. Are people just focused on survival? Is that still a thing? Like, I mean, not still a thing, but I mean, are we just like focused like not just on survival for the things that we need, but even like emotional survival? Just everything is just what's necessary. Like, what are we doing? Like, how are we balancing this? Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a person who didn't balance well. Okay, it was always all work. It was never about. I didn't know anything about balancing. Okay, people that are in business don't care about balancing. All we care about is success. Okay, and that can be bad. That can be bad because before you know it, you have lost your damn mind. Okay, I have been on the brink of. I have been on the brink many times. Okay, I done lost my damn mind. Going too far, not focusing on health, just going too far. So we are human. We have to balance. Okay, so and we have to identify what's important. That's another thing. So um on a scale of one to 10, one being horrible at balancing what you need to do, and 10 you're great at it. Where is everybody between 1 and 10? Where is everybody between 1 and 10? I'm gonna say I'm somewhere in like a 7 because if y'all don't know, I just turned. Well, I'm 41, and in my 40s, I want to spend more time with my family and friends, and more time with just myself and things that I like. So I'm not exactly doing that. So my idea of balancing is not happening, actually. So I'm going to say a 7 for me. Where are y'all at in terms of balancing between 1 and 10? Where are y'all at? Where you at, Kat? Between balancing everything in your life, how good are you? 1 through 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Where are you? Goat. Who is Goat? Name a soccer player. Messi. How about that? Messi. Messi. There's a soccer player. Can't block the Faulkner's 8879. Psych, psych, psych. Don't block that. Don't block that. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. One, why you at a one? Why you at a one? 8 is good. 8 is great. Why do you say one? Why are you not good at balancing? What do you want to balance better? What do you want more of that you don't have? Or so you have to identify like what's most important to you in order to start the balancing acts to be appropriate. I think we lose focus of this when um something is taking our attention. Like, if we have a goal, like if I have a goal in mind, I am OD on that goal, right? And that's not good because you have to do things that you love. You have to see your family, your friends. Your friends are important. We have to balance well because we have to pour into our friends. Our friends are going to be there for us through everything. So we can't neglect our friends for years while we're doing something else and then think, we'll just get back to them. By that time, that person could be all the way different. So balancing is important because we want to prioritize every entity of our lives that makes our lives better. This is not a game. I'm telling you, you could look up and you could be in a bad relationship and look up and it be years later and you've just you're balancing but so out of whack. You're now after the relationship is over, you like, where's everything? Everything's gone. Where's all my stuff? Where's everything? Where's my friends? Where's my family? Where's my money? So you can go to Key Life Coaches to book me directly. keylifecoaches.com. If you want to come up on the live, you can just post your email in the chat. So yeah, post your email in the chat if you want to go live. Kat, it's clashing. Don't bring the comments on the screen like that. It's already coming up on the screen. Y'all, we are testing out the restream, so please bear with us, okay? Like we're really in test mode, but we're also covering a topic as well. So just please bear with us while we're figuring it out. It's gonna take us some weeks actually to figure out this. So please just bear with us. I think I'm gonna get a new camera too. I'm gonna get a camera specific for our lives. So what I get? What prize do I get for saying a soccer player? Do I get something? I said a soccer player. Do I get anything? What's up? Who that? Jake Spiders? What that mean? What that mean? Spiders? What you talking about? Listen, put your email in the chat. We'll send you a link for you to come on live and talk to me. Y'all gotta come on live and talk to me. Like y'all got me reading comments, talking to me about crazy stuff. Like, come on live and let's talk. Seriously. Like, let's just talk. Let's just put all the games to the side and let's just talk it out. Can we do that? So look, y'all. I need to know what we doing. Like what we doing? What's our priorities? Like what is your number one priority? Like what is the one thing y'all most focused on? Is it money? Is it love? Is it work? Is it family? What is everything most? All right, I'm gonna give y'all 5 choices. I want to know what people are most focused on. Okay, if it's money, write money. If it's love, write love. If it's family, write family. If it's work, write work. If it's happiness, write happiness. Out of those 5 things, what y'all most focused on? Let me hear it. I need to know where we at, who we talking to. Like, what y'all most focused on? Money, family, happiness, work, love. What y'all most focused on? Which one? Which one? What's number 1 for y'all? What's number 1 for you, Kat? What's number 1 for you? I think for me, what is number 1 is happiness. For sure. Living. Okay. Was that one of the options? I don't know if living was one of the options. Living is number 1. Okay. I'll take that. Out of the options, where do you go with living? Why don't you come on the live? How about that? Why don't you come on the live? You want to come on the live? The fuckness? Huh? I gotta stop. Yo, I gotta make sure. Yo, I'm always with a dead phone. We ain't gonna die today though. Yo, living is where we at. Okay. 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 Anybody else? Does anybody want to come on the live? Yes or no? If y'all want to come on the live and talk to me, say yes. Good night, honey. Good night. We gonna work on that. Can't living. Good night, honey. I'm sorry, y'all, for the rough lives. We are testing everything out. We are testing the restream, testing how the comments are coming in. Um, we're gonna start adding the different platforms after we get YouTube together, and then we're gonna add Instagram. We're gonna like keep adding all the platforms, but we want to make sure we are able to see everything. So this is very rough. Thanks for bearing with us during this process. This is, but we did figure out a way where you can come on live and talk. Okay. I'm key sticking to it. You can book me on keylifecoaches.com for 30-minute and 60-minute slots. Yeah. So yeah, listen. Balancing is everything, okay? So we have to make sure we are giving ourselves everything that we need so that we can keep moving forward, okay? I don't want to hear nothing else. Like people are driven, people are competitive. Like if I'm, preparing for some sporting event or something, I'm just ODing and all that. I'm telling you that the other shoe drops, and after that's over, some people never bounce back. Look at like people like Casanet. Like he was just going crazy. Like he on the 30 days mafia-thon. And I'm watching it like I already knew. I'm like, he's not gonna be able to do this like when he gets 30. And then sure enough, right after that, he was like, I'm done. I'm done. Like I know how much we need sleep. We need to reboot. Like we can't OD like that. Moderation is everything. Let me tell you, my grandma lived to be 95. One of the things she kept saying over and over again my whole life was, whatever you do, take it easy, So with that is a balancing act, right? Taking it easy is a balancing act, okay? We can't drink a bottle of vodka every day, 500 days in a row. That's OD. That's not balancing. That's different than taking a couple sips over that 1 year of vodka could have been over the course of 30 years. Balancing, okay? There has to be a balancing act of everything that you do. You understand? Like it has to be. That's the only way to ensure success, to ensure longevity. It's the only way. Okay? Like the whole point of my page, the whole point of me going live with y'all every day is to get you to happiness. That's the only point. There's no other point, So thinking different, approaching different is the only way to get there. No one's even thinking about this. You see, the Faulkner said living, is the priority. I understand. I actually agree. I mean, it is the priority. Hey, you got my message to come in here. What's up, the UK savior? Yo, guess what? You can go live with me. Do you want to go live? All you gotta do is put your email in the chat. That's it. That's all you gotta do is put your email in the chat. We can send you a link. You can come on live. Thank y'all for bearing with me while we are practicing how to get the stream across platforms, y'all. Did you get my message? That's why you came in here, or did you just happen to come in? You can fall back too if you just want to fall back and just chill. I don't want to put pressure on you. I'm happy you're in here. You can just fall back. But if you want to come on, just post your email. Just put your email in the chat if you want to come on. And we could bring you right up on the screen with me. We can bring you right up here with me. You happen to come in? I just sent you a message on Instagram a little bit, like a couple minutes ago. That is so cool that you still came in. Only me and you know about that. You don't have to talk about when you were drunk. You don't have to talk about it. Nobody knew. You see, you telling our business. You telling secrets. That's our secret. It's all good. What's up? So, are you back with your wife? What's going on? Can you update us? What's going on? We missed you. No one has come in. We just got the stream together last night, like late last night. Yeah, we just worked the stream out late last night. So we haven't brought anyone up yet. All right. Last question. Are you back with your wife? Did you get her back? That's the only question I have. No, not 5 weeks, not hearing from the wife. How are you doing? How are you making out? Oh no. No. When was the last time you tried calling? Oh no. Is she okay though? Like, is she alive? No. If she's okay, we're going to be rest assured about that and let that bring us some comfort that at least she's okay. All right. Like, is she known for any like? So now I'm saying to her, I need to know because I'm talking to this girl. You're making my job harder. Like, you talking to a whole nother girl. Where did the police find her? Is she okay? Is she alive? The police found her. She's safe. I haven't heard anything from her in 5 weeks and tried calling like all the time. So my next question is she on any drugs or is there any mental illness? It's just not typical to run away from your husband like that unless it was abusive or unless she had a mental breakdown. It's just not really something's going on, something's missing. But you just started talking to the new girl today. So why you mention her? Do you like her that much? Aw. We're gonna talk more about it. We gotta talk more about that. Stop calling. You have to stop calling too. You know, so you'll get her attention more if she doesn't see not one call from you. You'll actually get her attention more than her seeing calls from you. It's easy to ignore when that's what you've been doing and you constantly see the calls coming in. Stop calling. Trying to get an ILR visa. Okay. Stop calling her. Stop calling her though. Is the baby that's there with you between? Is that your wife? You and your wife's baby? Wow. Yeah. Don't call. Don't call. Calling will get a person's attention that's ignoring you way more. We're gonna get your marriage back. Listen, you're dealing with the best. We're gonna get your marriage back. Okay. Don't call. Yeah. For now, don't call. Don't call. Got you. Don't call. We got this. But yeah, we were talking about balancing everything. Okay, how are you balancing? How about that? Okay, this is your ex's baby. Okay, yes. Stop calling. It'll get her attention a lot more. Trust me. It's the hardest thing to do, but it's the most effective. Especially when you've been calling a lot, stop calling. Now let me ask you, every day, how are you balancing? Like what do you consume with the most on a daily basis right now? Because the topic tonight is about balancing. Yo, you hard. The UK savior, yo. You are something special. Like what? She better hurry up because you gonna fuck this other girl. Like, you just told me you want the marriage. I'm okay. So your balancing is looking like what? A lot of self destruction. Yeah, yeah. We got to stop the self destruction. That ain't going. That ain't going. You're doing a lot of self destruction right now. Start pouring into yourself somewhere throughout your day. Let's balance it out like that. So you're dealing with the pain of her, then you're self destructing yourself on top of it. You are living a life of destruction, my brother. That's not going to do it. That's not going to get us nowhere. That's not going to even make you attractive. Nobody wants that. She ain't even going to want you. You're not attracting nobody. So listen to what you said. I want the marriage, but 5 weeks, not hearing anything. Come on, I want the marriage, and I'm calming down. Why would you want to marry somebody who disappeared on you for 5 weeks? Why would you want to stay married to somebody like that? What people do is conducive to what they'll continue to do. You don't want nobody like that. You got to get rid of the attachment as soon as possible because you just said it. I don't want like you don't even want this. You're just attached because of like the way everything went. Yeah. I would say get rid of it as soon as possible. Like get your emotions out of it. Stop talking to her. Listen, stop. Just don't between now and the next live, I want to hear that you have not spoken to this girl. Wait, like I'm pretty sure she's gonna reach out to you. Kim Biz! Oh, the people are in here. Yay, what's going on? What's up? My originals are in here. I miss y'all. Listen, we've been practicing the streams and stuff like that to try to see how we can bring people on the live. So we kind of like, testing everything out. But yeah, we can kind of bring people in. Take it easy. You just met the girl today. You want to fuck her already? Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? I don't know if that's healthy. Because, you get your emotions tied up into the new person. You don't even know this person. She could be even worse. Yeah, we're not calling the wife. Nah. She gotta be on freeze. It'll get her attention more. She'll be like, he didn't call today? It's 2 weeks? He still didn't call me? It's 3 weeks? Oh, he didn't call me? She gonna come chasing you. You gonna be in there fucking the girl, the new girl. She gonna be like, where you at? You gonna be in there with the new girl. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop reaching out. It's hard to do, but it's effective as hell. It is effective. So we're talking about balancing and like how that works. Okay. Because most of us don't balance, right? We're just focused on one thing. If we just got into a new relationship and we're in love, we're all focused on that. We're focused on our marriage. And I tell people when the marriage is over and the end, you look around, you don't even got, you're like, damn, friends gone, money gone, stuff gone. That's what happens when you don't balance. Like we got to make sure we outline what's most important in our lives and keep a balance going. That's the message for today. So what's up? So like You said balancing is horrible. Okay, I get it. I get it. UK Savior, you are in a serious self-sabotage state of mind right now. But anybody else that's on here, your what is your balancing like on a scale of 1 through 10? Like 1 being horrible at balancing, everything's out of whack, and 10, you are doing an awesome job. Where's everybody at between 1 and 10? And if y'all can just answer this one question, what's most important to y'all? Money, family, happiness, health, success? Like, what's most important to y'all? One word. Because I just want to know the climate on who I'm talking to. I would pick happiness. If I could pick anything, I would pick happiness. Money is shortly after. Say no, no, no. I would pick happiness and family, friends, money. I don't know what order, but somewhere all together. Happiness is number 1, though. Family, great job, yeah. Yeah, family is 3.5 on the scale, and then family. Okay, yeah. Family is number 1. Family is going to be there no matter what. Family is going to be your support system until you are no longer here. No, so. E! Oh, you want to come on? E, if you want to come on, just post your email in the chat. Just put your email in the chat right now. Put your email in the chat. We're going to bring you on right now. Okay, as soon as his email comes up, please send him the link. And we're going to bring him up right now. It's time to talk. No, put your email. E, you posted your email? So, like I was telling y'all, this is the only way I can do it to go across a lot of platforms at once. Just put it in the chat, your email. Just type it in the chat. Just type it in the chat. We're gonna send you a link. And then you'll be right on with me. You posted at Fraser. You left for a second because your dad was home from jury duty. Oh, what's this case about? It's like, you gonna tell us about the case? Did he tell y'all? Did they pick him? Cat, you here? Where you at, Cat? All right, Kate, you see that email? Send the link to that email, please. Yeah, what's the email though? Iman underscore 43 at me.com. Let me know once you got the link. Thanks for bearing with us, y'all, while we figuring these things out. Okay. All right, did you get the email? Did you get the email with the link? Kat, did you send the email? Yeah, as soon as you get that email, hit the link. You be right on here with me. We be right on the live together. We gotta make this a lot smoother. Mm, mm. Thanks for bearing with us. In the meantime, you can go to keylifecoaches.com. You can always book me for a 30-minute or a 60-minute session. I am Key. All right, let's see. Let's see if E could come up. Go Birds! you, you always in the UK talk about the Eagles. We listen. Go ahead. Bring the link up. E, it's in your email. Come in. Yeah, come. Did you get the link? Click the link and come in here. Stop playing. But yeah, we not in the Super Bowl this week. This weekend, the UK savior. You picked the wrong. We like kind of hurt over here. You mentioned the Eagles. That's like not a happy thing right now. We kind of salty. It's not a good balancing act. Cat, what email did you put in? Let me see. Cat, did you put Iman underscore 43 at me.com? Like, send a link there. All right. Cat, do me a favor. Put the email on the screen and so he can see where to email us. Just put the email back on the screen so he can see where to send the email for the link. Y'all, thank y'all so much for bearing with us while we figuring out these platforms, okay? Like I know people are gonna be watching this later. Like, damn, this is, but we try. We have to figure it out. So these platforms are super rough right now. The Philly cheesesteak from McDonald's. So, in case you don't know this, I'm vegetarian, so I eat vegan cheesesteaks. And McDonald's, no, we don't eat at McDonald's. Philly cheesesteaks are good. Even the vegan ones are good. Philly has the best food. Being in the UK, you would go crazy with the food here. You would just go crazy with the food. Kat, put the email on our screen, please. This is taking too long to bring somebody up here. We gotta make this. We gotta go from this to quicker. This is like, what are we doing? Oh, you in here? Oh snap! We got her. All right, I can't see it. Oh yeah, it is on the screen. You're right. I see it. I don't know why I can't see it on this one. All right, pull him up, put him on the screen with me, Kat. Can you see him? Can you pull him on the screen with me? Can I hear him?
Hold on.
Hey,
What up?
we
What's
got you
up?
here.
We outside.
Oh, look at that. Listen, the
Oh,
UK Savior, yo. See, yo, the
hold
UK
up.
Savior, you next, bro. You coming on here next. The UK Savior, he got me working overtime.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, there we go. See, look, we coming up late on the thing, but yeah, we on one.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this is the streaming platform, like for your thing too, where you could
This is
like be
dope.
on, you could be on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, everything at one time.
I
That's
need
what we
this.
working out. Yeah, yeah. We working it out.
All right, so you
So
know
what's
what? Let
up?
me turn. I'm gonna turn this down in the background so we could get dope with it. So because I see the TV is delayed from our
Yeah.
actual talk right now. So what was the? I'm dying to know because I'm dying to get on one of these live streams with you. So what's the talk? What's the topic? What we talking about?
The topic is balancing. How well do you balance the things in your life?
In terms of what we talking about? Personal life. We talking about work life or everything in general.
So everything, because say if you have a goal, right? It's so easy to get fixated. I know. For me, it's so easy to get fixated that that's all you focus on. All you focus on, right? And say you get married, or say you just got into a new relationship and you are obsessed with the person, right? And that's all your focus, and there's no balance. If that relationship ends, you turn around. There's nothing there. You're like, I didn't manage my
So so
friendships. I
so
didn't manage my family.
okay. Now let me just say this in real time. Now this is crazy because I think that's a balance that we all aren't capable, we're not built to be able to handle, right? And I say
Mhm.
that because you're a career woman. You know what it is to be in a relationship at this point in your life. And if can it withstand what you got going on, right? Because that's a lot for anybody to endure with Keita and all of the things that she has in terms of what her responsibilities look like. Is there enough time for me? Now, you might think yes, just based on what you're giving me at that moment, but me myself, that might not be enough. So, how do you balance that, right? How do you make that make sense? And for me, I can only say, like this week, I'm not doing a show. So now this gives me and my girl an opportunity to catch our breath. And like you said, bring that balance somewhat back to reality because I'm not moving as much. And making that time is very critical to any relationship in that balance of what would ultimately either make the relationship what it needs to be or it can turn it kind of, make it go left. I mean, and we all know that. Like, it's very easy to go left in this society because of the way, how things go and how fast things move, if that makes sense.
Exactly. And I think one of the topics that we talked about was how quick we have access to stuff. Like, oh,
Right.
we're not working out today. I can go on my phone and find 10 more people just like you right now. That's not the natural order of things. You know what I'm saying? it's Sunday. I like a boy. I might not see him till Thursday. Now, in seconds, I can see 10 of them just like him, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
that's not the natural order. It's supposed to be where we can work things out, where we, consider each other. But now we don't have to. We get the reinforcement so quick. We can just go and get what we want right there. But it is important to get someone in different times for different things, right? Because you're right. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I might be into you in the beginning, but I'm gonna eventually get back to work. Like, I'm gonna eventually get back to my passion, which is being very, very, very successful. So that trumps everything. I don't care about nothing else,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. And I'll
Now,
put you to the side very quickly for my goals. So that is
yeah,
true. Be somebody
that
that's
that
okay with it.
and I'm glad you said that because that's a hard balance, right? When you're in a place of that self assurity, right? Because we all should love ourselves first. Meaning, if I'm not happy, nobody's happy.
Right.
Because my happiness means a lot to me. So if we're moving in a direction where I see that it might be best for us to be apart and we're better of a balancing act that way than we are under the same roof or having a relationship that balance us in a way where I know I might not see you all the time, but when we are together, it's special. Um,
Mm.
but I think also you're playing with fire there only because if I'm not getting that attention from you, then who?
Yeah,
It, it,
really.
it, it- you, for real, because then you have to start questioning the integrity of the relationship because we had a funny conversation at work today, and I'll fill you in a little bit with that because it is a balance to life and relationships because if you don't give that energy that you require, how is it
Hmm.
that you're going to balance anything? Because I'm really a reflection of you if we're together, right? So if
Right.
that relationship and the energy that you bring to it, if it's allowing us to get into a space where we're comfortable with what you got going on, then if Kita's busy 5 days a week, I'm okay with that because ultimately I know when the weekend comes around and she does slow down a little bit, I'm going to get that time that's necessary. But if Keita don't make that space for me now, that's a whole nother ball game because now you're saying, well, go ahead, E, play with your boys again. I got to handle business. But when does not business become that alter? It's almost like an alter ego, but just that other situation where you have to make that balance in life a priority. So I don't know. It's that's a good one. This is a great topic, Key. I love it because I think it's just so many different directions you could go with this. Um, I might have, and I told you this before on my show. I might have to steal a couple of these from you because you got some good ones.
Definitely. Listen. But listen, more than just romantic, right? Like, just because I
Right.
mean that's
No, just
that's a huge
yeah.
focus. But just balancing in general is hard because we have survival, right? That's like people, most people can't get past what it takes to just be in survival, right? So they're
Facts.
just consumed with that. So they don't have the option or leisure to balance, right? They just have to focus on, oh my God, my mom needs this, my kids need that. I gotta run here, I gotta
Right.
go here. Work is asking me for this. It's like no strategy to it. And I tell people, I don't care what you got to do. Yo, this is a whole nother topic, but y'all would be shocked at how much you do not have to pay. Like, I'm gonna do a whole topic on that because
No, that's
people,
dope. That's
yo,
dope.
people, yo, listen, it's so much we don't have to pay for that people have no idea about. When like you're in such a survival mode because of lack of information. You just don't even know, like, yo, you know how many times I've been called the electric company, this company, and I'm like, I ain't got it. Even if I got it, I just ain't got. They be like, oh, you know what? Let me think about something I can put together for you. My point is, do whatever you got to do to get off survival mode. Like, get
Yo,
on the phone.
that's super dope. And I always tell you this: you are such an old soul, and you were just raised at a time where you were able to, like you said, you were able to gain that information that was necessary, and it made you who you are. You like God don't make no mistakes, and with you clearly, He did not make mistakes because you're balancing a life that allows you to be who you truly are. And I think living in your truth, just like you said, being understanding of or knowing what that looks like to some degree to feel comfortable to do the things that you do with no um like almost with no remorse to it. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm
Mhm.
not afraid to say I'm a busy person. This is what you'll have to accept. And like you said, not even
Mhm.
from a relationship standpoint, but just in life. Like it might be family members that want you to do certain things, and you just say, "Listen, I'm just too busy. Like I got some things going on that require my time more than what you require at this moment." And that's a heavy burden to carry. But you got to stand on it because that's who you are. That's you. And if people really know Marquita, like I know you don't even get mad at that because that's just her doing her. But everybody don't know you that way. So to have to absorb that, some people are just different and absorbing in a way where it doesn't come off offensive or I'm doing something rude or like you're not feeling my energy right now. You know what I mean? Because I think with me, just in general, like, and I talk this into existence all the time with people that surround me, your energy means everything to me. And I think
Yeah.
when no matter how we converse like we are today, like me and you ain't got to talk for months. And once we get on the phone together, we light up. And that's how it's supposed to be. But again, there's no expectation there either with our balance because I know what you're doing. You always doing something. So for me, I can clearly say I could be over here, but it's not that I don't recognize what's going on over there. Because you don't always,
Mhm.
and I said this on a show that I did earlier this year, like you don't always have to be there to be there. Because I could see you and I'm always complimenting you, but I don't always have to be in the same rooms with you to make whatever friendship we have a complete balance of damn, he always checking on me. He always making sure that I'm good. But like you said, sometimes people get caught up in their own mental and not really understand what that looks like and not be offended by just how busy of a person you are and all of the things that you got going on with just the utmost respect.
Yeah, exactly. And whatever your balance is at that time period of your life, the people who truly love you will be okay with that. Like
Yeah,
they'll just
that's a
be
fact.
like, yeah, they'll just know that's what's going on. I trust in our, our whatever our relationship is, and like I tell people, as you know my family. We have a very
That's
large A type
yes.
personality family. Every person in our family has a strong personality, right? And I get the question a lot: do you get along with everybody in your family? Like people ask me that a lot because it's a lot of strong personalities in my family.
That's a
And
fact.
and I tell them yes. There's not one person that there's an issue with. You know why? Because there's a strategy I use with my family, right? Because I love the relationship so much. The strategy is, and I tell people this all the time, you have to analyze how much time you can spend with each person in your life before it becomes adverse. Young children, new relationships, you spend a lot of time with them where it doesn't become adverse, right? But
Right.
Aunt Susie, cousin JoJo. If I talk to cousin JoJo every day, it's gonna be some problem. So exactly. I mean, it's nobody I know more than these people, right? So I know
Right.
exactly how much of myself to and not give. And let me tell you this too. I have the best time of my life with my family and friends. Like, so my friends have been, they're just like family, like my friends. Like, they've been in my life for a long time. And I don't have no issues with boundaries or balancing with friends and family. Not at all. They know, like you just said earlier, they know exactly who I am.
Yeah.
The thing about it
Yeah.
is, when you're so transparent about who you are, people know exactly who you are. Like they know. So,
That's a fact.
and then when I'm interacting with them or whatever, it's just nothing. I don't know. It's like they never ask for anything. So if they do, I'm just so happy to do anything they ask for. I mean, my family,
Yeah.
as huge as it is, nobody asks me for anything. Not
Yeah.
one person.
You know, and I
So,
find that to be that's the transparency that I love about you. You know, that's not a difficult I mean, that's not an easy thing to do. And it's more difficult than you even give it credibility for because people don't understand when you're in a certain realm of life, right? And what that looks like in real time. I'm not going to dumb myself down or not do the things that I think are happiness to me or what gives me my life balance, going back to the subject matter, to not enhance my happiness or that vibration or energy that I'm comfortable with. Because as I said before, you have to really love from within. And I think it starts with you. Like and that energy that you bring and how you hold that. Like, I can't hold you for accountable for something if you're not truly being yourself, if that makes sense. Because ultimately, people want to see the real Marquita. They want to know, like, is this the same energy she's going to bring all the time? Yes. I don't know Keita to be anything different. So
Yeah.
if I see something different, then of course I might speak on it, but it wouldn't be in a way to disrupt what you got going on. Just, hey, sidebar, hey Key, what's going on? I didn't, I ain't seen no post in a few. So we'll start having a conversation. But again, even with balancing that friendship against, blood, I think, like you said, I have friends that I don't even consider friends because we've been brothers forever. So it
Mm,
outgrew the friendship part of it. Like, so
yeah.
I value their opinions. I value how they feel about certain things. And I value, you know, the things that we've built on over these years. So a lot of times you can say something, but it's not a lot that really needs to be said because they know truly who E is. Like, oh, that's just E. Because they know he gonna do that regardless of what you tell him. He's gonna do that's just who he is. So you
Hold
get
on,
it,
E.
you
Let's go
understand.
to the top. So go ahead, the UK Savior. What you want to ask us? We're all older, so when I hear "love yourself," it just changes me out. What is loving yourself?
Okay, so to me, loving yourself is this, right? Like from the time you were born up until this point and wherever you are in life, loving who you are, the things that you give, the things that you receive back, right? I think it starts with you first. So the genuine part of what you feel about yourself, whether it's, just your self preservation or self healing. But it's again, I think if you love yourself enough to the point where you can start to exude that energy on other people, and they just know when you come into a room, like they go, my guy again, E. If I say something, it's gonna be a whole conversation. So I think it starts with you first, and that's kind of what I balance that out with when I say love yourself first, because that springboards everything else. If I'm making sense.
I totally agree, and I noticed this about you too when we work together. That like a lot of the things that you make points about, I feel exactly the same way. Like we are on the same page with a lot of stuff. I realize, and you're exactly right. One of the things that I have been really teaching people is your energy is actually your currency.
That's a
That's your
fact.
currency. That's your currency.
That's a
If you're,
fact.
let me tell you something about energy. Energy can't be cheated.
Not at
People,
all.
you can't be excited. You can't. When I say energy, I don't mean being hyperactive. People with high energy can walk into a room and say absolutely nothing and
That's a
demand all
fact.
types of respect and everything else. Energy comes from being very worked on, very poured into, giving your, like I tell people all the time, only you can identify what makes you happy. Nobody else can identify that but you. And you
That's a
have to put
fact.
that into your life exactly what that is. And you can tell, let me tell you something. Predators can look at a person and tell when they have a bad relationship with themselves. And
That's a
that's what they
fact.
prey. They're not gonna prey on a person that's exuding all the energy. No, it's too hard. No, I'm gonna prey on
Yeah.
her over there looking torn up. Yeah, that's an easy target. You
No, and it's dope. It's dope that you said that because I think, when people understand that what you just said and understanding what that truly looks like, I think that's one of the things that, we fight with because, and I told somebody else this about just that, right? Like holding your own in a situation where now everything's news because we're all over the internet. Like it don't take much to put out there what you want to put out there now. How you make it look is one thing, and to be able to somehow define yourself in all of that madness, right? Because I always tell people I'm a different dude when I'm behind the camera, meaning on my own show, and I'm bringing a different energy because that's a different atmosphere. It's a different room, but every room still needs your command of self assurance, right? And knowing what that looks like in real time. Because if I'm assured of me, then it makes people that are around me understand, like, yo, like he just moves a certain way, and I can deal with that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to say anything
Right.
vulgar, but I can f with that. And you know, that's the difficult part about life because a lot of times we let things that we have no control over control us.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
Seriously.
I'm just seriously, we do. We let
Everybody.
other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm Keita, listen, we can't make it up. That's one of the reasons why I said, like, a lot of times when we get into our world, which is this world, right, and not keeping it real and not saying what really matters most, then you're not really doing your due diligence to give people, like you said, the information that's needed that we can provide them with because we've been around long enough and we've seen enough times what it looks like to understand, like, I'm going to give it to you real and raw. I don't know how to cut no corners. I don't know how to sugarcoat it because I wasn't allotted that coming up. You know, you either did what you're supposed to do or it's going to look the way it's going to look because you didn't put the work in behind it.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, Key. That's just me. And I think sometimes, and I say this on my show a lot, which is don't mistake my confidence for cockiness. It's two different things there. You know what I
Mm.
mean? But you gotta learn in your own head, like, okay, how can I tone this down and it doesn't look like I'm an egomaniac or I'm trying to do this for clickbait or I'm trying to do this for viewership. No, I'm doing it because I passionately love what I do. And I love sharing with my brothers and sisters because it allows a voice for all of us to be able to be on a platform where we talk about things that need to be talked about that most people are afraid to talk about.
Yeah. Go live. Do your shows. Listen, listen. The wave is live. What we're doing right now, this is the wave. People like to see things happening right now because it's like you can't hide from it. It's like they just love seeing it happening right now for some reason. Because if
Yo,
we
you
make
know
a
what?
mistake,
And this is one of the reasons why, like, I always say when you listen to your peers, you listen to people that you really take the things that they do. And I look and I always said that to you, like the way you handle yourself, the way that you do things, and I'm giving you your flowers as we speak in real time, but I'm just keeping
thing.
it real. Like you give me vision. And I always tell people, like, I take a little bit from everybody, right? And I'm always creatively challenging myself to try and figure new things out, whether it's for the show or something else we might have coming up. But it's just like that dynamic of understanding, like, I don't know everything and I don't pretend to, but I'm not remiss to take whatever that looks like to say, hey, maybe she's right. Maybe she's on to something. I don't know, but I'm going to try it.
Try the lives. The live. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
lives. Yo, I go live all the time. This has been blowing my page up. Like this is it. People want live. That's the new
Yeah.
thing. Like you can't hide from it. Like it's like happening right now. It's nothing I could do. Like if I make a
Yeah.
mistake, say the wrong thing, or we get
Right.
like people get for argument, it's nothing you could do.
Yeah. No,
Whereas
it's
that
funny you
video
say that,
that
not
you
to cut you
made,
off, but that's funny because I think that was one of the things that me and my co-host we talked about today as we were, kind of divulging into things that we got coming up and talking about the show and how she felt, and we was going back and forth on the text messages, and a lot of times when we do this, because now that you are in a room where you got people watching, you got people tuning in, you start to get in your head where you're not having a conversation. No, you're just having a conversation. The only difference is you got a camera in front of you. But to be able to hone your own skill set to say, I don't have to say certain things in order to get my point across because I know exactly how to do that without jumping into something that I either don't know what I'm talking about or this man, like I just start talking about things that don't even have any relevancy to the topic of conversation. So I think that's where, like, a lot of times you either built for this, and I think me and you in particular because of our personalities, and I look at the way you do things. And like I said, I take bits and pieces from everybody, but you have to make it again, like I said, your own to figure that out. But now understand, like you said, what it looks like in real time. Like, hey, E, it's time for you to go live. Like you that push, that
listen,
little
listen to me.
just that
Your
little nudge.
your platform is not going to get the visibility as it will if it goes live.
Yeah.
Nobody's clicking on your show to watch that. Nobody like cares. But when you're
Right.
live, like see right now, like just whatever couple people is watching, guess what? They've been on for this whole hour. People been coming on and off, 20 people, 13 people, 15 people. That
Yeah.
that will run my watch hours up way faster than me posting this video I done edited and this and that. Just going live. I ain't even gotta edit or nothing. I just come on here and talk. Then
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
then clips, we can make a bunch of clips from this live. I can make a bunch of clips from this live and post that. But
Yeah.
I'm
That's
getting
so.
so many watch hours right now just from being live because people are like, what are they talking about? Like people are literally just scrolling on like my like the people that was in here, they're my day ones from the first time I went live, and now we just all connected, and then they just looking for me to go live.
No, that's awesome, man. I think that's something that, like I
Live
said.
is it. Live is like
No, I see. I see. You ain't got to tell me twice. And that's, and again, like I said, when I watch from afar and I see what you're doing and I see, exactly,
my mom in here.
huh?
My mom is in here.
Yep, that's your.
What's up, man?
Hold on, wait a minute.
What's
That's
up,
who?
mom?
That's mom?
Yeah, that's my mom. Yeah, we can see y'all on. We got y'all on our other device too, so we can see the actual video while we on with y'all.
Yo, that's dope.
But yeah,
Somebody
that's her, Tracy Smith, and then Mr. M.A. Dollar Sign is a mess.
That's what's up.
Shout out
And I
y'all.
gotta put
We've
on
been
my
talking about we
bifocals. You
should
see, I
talk
gotta
about family.
put.
You put the bifocals on
Yeah, I
it.
gotta in order because what do you call it? I'm nearsighted, so no, I'm farsighted, so I can see like without my glasses at the TV, like I'm looking at now. But when I'm looking at
Mhm.
me and you close on my phone as I'm doing, you're blurry as hell with my glasses on. So that's why when I'm talking to you, I gotta take them off. When I'm looking at the TV, I put them on just to read what people saying because for some reason on here, what we're talking on, oh, Key, what did I just do? Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. I I can't read what's going on the TV screen, so that's why.
Yeah. So I want to tell y'all what's going on. Catch y'all up real quick. Like I'm going live every night, 7 o'clock, most nights, I guess. But we are practicing this restream, so it is a little rough for anybody that's going to be watching this later. But we're like practicing on this. E came into the she just
Yes, I'm so humbled and blessed.
naturally came into the chat, and then we sent him a link, and he came on. So
Yes.
he's actually the first person I brought on, and this will be able to be visible across all platforms, Instagram, TikTok. So thanks everybody for bearing with us while we are figuring things out. But the topic tonight was on balancing, and we did get into the topic of family, actually, y'all. Now that y'all came so gracefully into my live, but
I love it.
I was telling E that like family balancing is something that no all of us struggle with honestly because life demands different parts of us at different times, right? And we may be able to give a lot of time to a business in our 30s and 20s, but in our 40s, it just might not be. I'm gonna tell you, when I hit 40, it was a milestone birthday for me, and I thought to myself, I want to spend more time with my family and friends. That's what I thought. I mean, it was a different priority for me. So you have to analyze what that balance now looks like, and you have to create that space. But what you can't do is get so consumed. I mean, think about it. If you go through grief, for example, you're so consumed with the grief, there's no balance to it. There's no room for nothing but that, right? You're just stricken by the grief that's all it is, right? So you have to force the balance in when it's trying to force you to stay to one thing. That's what's very important. Relationships, like you said earlier, they are a huge deterrent from people who want to be very successful. They really are. I mean, you have to get with somebody extremely compatible with you that maybe they are just as passionate about hitting the pavement or just, like I said, compatible. My mom said balance is everything. She said, nice, you are amazing and will help so many people. Get going, daughter, and don't ever stop. Well, thank you, my dear mother. Kat, what you say last night? Daughter. Kat had imitated my mom. She was like, daughter. Kat is my assistant.
Nice.
But honestly, to be honest with you, right now, like I don't know who knows this. I know you know my family very well, But what people might not know, because we just are really private about it, but everything about who I am is because of my mother. We have a foundation, of course, with our family, but my mom has directly made me exactly what you see. This is the exact
Aunt
reflection of her. She's made me
Denise.
exact. Yeah, she's made me exactly this. I'm her protege. She's
No, that's so dope.
talking about hit the like button, y'all. She got me. She, you know what it is? She like Joe Jackson. I'm like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
That's
She be like,
put the whip out on you, huh?
nigga,
Yo, you know, and
like,
it's funny you talk about that because you know the coolest thing that I see on, you know, when you and your mom are doing those TikTok dances, whatever that looks like, man, it's hilarious because your mom be having it more down than you, and I'll be dying because Aunt Denise can still dance, and you know the way she move, I'll be like, yo, Key, you need to go ahead and just take a back seat, let mom just do her thing, because she be on one, don't she?
be killing me. She be killing me. She said, "Hey, Eric, can you see the comments?"
And let me say, oh yeah, yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's so dope, man. I'm so happy that she tuning into
But
this.
y'all, she be killing me. Listen. The whole kicker to the whole thing with the TikTok dances. We are not so. It's so crazy with them dances. Like people don't even know what we go through to make them. Right? We go through a lot to make.
I could
I
only
think we posted
imagine.
one time what we went through to make it. Right? So we are not acting or nothing. Like I really just I'm getting better, but she's really better than me. So like it's like, yo, people from down our way love it. Like they love them. They
That's
like the number.
crazy.
But then yeah, it went crazy on YouTube one time. I think my most watched video on YouTube was me and her.
That's dope.
And I think it was the book on the ground. It was like great. It's so hard to get a lot of views on YouTube. And I think that video had like almost 20,000
That's
views,
awesome.
right?
Yeah.
Organic, like
Yeah,
not,
not even pressing,
and
right?
the main thing, the main thing, the audience was the 64 and over. That's the audience.
No.
They are the ones that's retired. They are the ones
Yep.
that's home. They are the ones scrolling. They can scroll. They can run your numbers up. They're home all day, every day. You have to start appealing to that age group if
Yo,
you
you
can.
know,
So when my
yo,
mom,
I swear God don't make no mistakes, kid. And I'm gonna tell you this in real time because every week I talk to my co-host about things that we're gonna talk about on the upcoming shows. Like I said, things that we got coming up. But in real time, you just said something that I said to her. I said, we have a generation that we connect with, right? And whatever that connection
right?
is, we have to go with that narrative because that's who's watching us. Those are the people that's really our true audience. And you just said it. That's why I said this is heaven sent. And when that happens, you understand like this is the reason why God is so good because he don't make mistakes. And for us to connect tonight, just by me reaching out and understanding, like you said, live is it. And just the age bracket of what we really appeal to, it just really makes sense, man. That's so
So like
dope.
my mom just said, she just sent a message. I'm on YouTube all day. Listen to me. When I looked at the analytics from that 20,000 views, they was all 64 and over. I couldn't believe it. I was like, dang, this is who's
That's
watching. And
crazy.
guess what? They related to because we did a skit on that my mom came up with. We did a skit where she was like, ah, my back, my back. So
I remember
everybody
that.
like
Yeah, I
related
remember
to
that.
it.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yo, that video was crazy on YouTube. So these people, like these older people, are relating to that, and then they see her killing me. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
a combination.
I asked you.
I can't wait
I
to
asked you
see
this
how she do this
before,
one.
and I don't want to make this about nothing about my show. I want to say to you, and I asked you this before. I said, with you being who you are, right? Like, and you trying these things, did it something that just manifested organically, or did you just figure this out by looking at the analytics? Or how did you? Because remember, I asked you that on my show. I said, Keita, like, what do you do in order to garner what you've garnered in such a short period of time? You said, like, this is what I do, and it seems so simple at the time, but the recipe, it absolutely works for you.
So this page, we cover so much content, and I was a little scared about doing multi-faceted content on one page. Like some people will do a food review page, a dancing challenge page,
Yeah.
but then I said, you know what? Put it all in one. And then my real thing is helping people get to happiness. Like that's my real gift, right? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just put it all in one. I don't have time to be separated. You just get what you get from me. Now, my mom, we did that out of just us, a fun pastime. Then when I looked at the analytics, I said, Joe, it's a market I totally have
Yeah,
missed.
yeah.
This are home all day. And let me put you down with one more secret. And all the content creators that are watching this live and
Y'all
that may
getting some
see it
gems
later.
here,
And
folks. Y'all getting
clip
some
this,
gems.
yes, when y'all clip this, cat, when you clip this, please, content creators, people are watching. Let me tell y'all this. Out of the billions of people that's on social media, right? 98% of them don't post. Okay? It's only a snippet of the people on that post. Everybody is on watching. 98% are on watching. So if you are the small percentage that is posting, that's what they want to see. There's people who want to see you.
Yeah.
All you got to do is get your audience. You don't think out of all them billions of people, it's people just like you that want to hear what you're saying? For sure. Only a little bit gotta want to hear what you got to say,
See,
and you'll have
that's
crazy
what I
numbers.
love about you. That's why you are a boss. You speak with such validity, and the way that you charge it, like it's different. I'm telling you, like no matter who makes it, we gonna figure it out on how you gonna be on the team, payroll and all. And not that you need anything, but just that being said, you do your thing. And I love it. The reason why I say that is because you see it the way it should be looked at, and that's something that a lot of times, even when we talk about balance, I don't know how you do what you do. I said that when you were on my show, the E-Dubs After Dark, and you was with me before I even went beyond After Dark. But just understanding what that looks like, right, and taking your kind, humble words and spiritually bringing them into, like I said, my own realm, because like I said, you're picking things from different folks, but the ones that their voice just seem to stand the test of time. You know what I mean? And you have that ability to a point where I don't take anything you say to me lightly, and I don't take it for granted. So that's why it's good to talk to somebody that's in that same room with you and can tell you how you can enhance that room even more, E. So you ain't even seen it yet the way you're going to start seeing it. And that's the dopest thing. Like, it's so therapeutic for me when I talk. You could have been a great psychiatrist, which I'm pretty sure you're a doctor in something, because you always,
You know I'm a therapist.
I,
Yeah, you know I'm a
see,
therapist. You know
I,
that? I'm
and it's funny
so
because you
I,
told
I'm
me that, but that's why I said, I'm getting old, key. So that's probably why I just rewound in my head real quick.
Yeah, that's what I do at work every day. I talk to people. I'm a therapist every
Yeah,
day.
that's super dope,
I
man.
do want to make my mom's comment because Marquita has the gift to expertise whatever she puts her mind to. I'm so glad she is finally sharing her gifts. Like and share.
No, that,
Like and share.
yo,
Like and
that is so
share.
awesome,
My mom,
man.
so for so long, my mom is like, you just give it away. You just give everything away for free. And that's just what I do. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just what I do. Crazy because I was in this webinar and they said, X Chat GPT, what is it that you are not capitalizing on, right? And I swear to God, Chat GPT sounded just like my mom. It was like you overextend and give too much for free. That's what Chat GPT told me.
Wow.
I said, just, but I've always been like that. My mom always hated it though, like always hated it. Like I guess I'm not gonna lie, like I never really all the way focused because when you good normally when a person is good at something like you, E, I'm pretty sure you're good at a lot of stuff. You understand? So it's hard to stay focused on
Well,
what the
but
past.
you know what though, and I'm glad you said that, and I'm so glad you touched on like just that alone, which is, and I said this, and this is why I say God is so good. Me and my aunt was having a conversation. She's another one that she'll balance me when it comes to, and we're only 6 years apart. It's my mom's youngest sister, but we're like sister and brother.
Okay,
So being as though that
nice.
relationship is so close, she's able to like go to the shows, critique them, but she's always talking from, my counter, my significant other, I should say, vantage point. Do you think you might have offended her by what you just talked about? But I said she understands it's a show. But what you said was understanding of what you're good at, right? And then the people that accept just that, what you're good at, they don't mess with that filter. They allow that filter to blossom into a point where that's just you. And you like being that person. You like being in that position. And I think that's something that, as I said to you earlier too, you have to be comfortable with that. Like, okay, if I'm going to talk to Key, we got to be able to, really express what we're talking about and whatever that may be. Because again, like I said, when you're talking about different things or things that you may be dealing with or going through or even into, like you said, your mom felt like you were doing things and you just giving away a gift that God has given you the ability to just do what you do. Right. And I say that because I have that same God given ability. And I think we use them the same, but only the difference is the analytics part, you put me on game on that. So now it's a lot of things that I'll be kind of tugging at the bit with, and you'll be seeing me going live a little bit more because this is something that you don't know it all. We don't see it all. But if we can get that information and something you said that was very crucial to this conversation, giving our folks that information, that's the most important part.
Yeah. Hey, let me put you down with something. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know what I thought about you before meeting with you for that when I came on your show. But I'm gonna tell you what I clearly felt. You are splitting your attention with these guests. I don't think you should do that. I think you are the show. You need to just like I'm talking, just talk. I think you would get a lot further that way. I'm serious. Because then people could really hear you're almost diluting your voice to give your stage to somebody else when your voice is better. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I don't let me say something. I don't relate to many people.
Right.
And I was shocked at how much I was feeling which like the connection and what you were saying and everything you were doing. I just couldn't believe how much I was feeling it.
Yeah.
And
I appreciate that
and
too. Thank you.
what I realized is like you sharing your space with no offense, but co-hosts and these guests. You are
I'm
the
a piggyback off of something you just said a minute ago, but mom enhanced it. Trying to give when I really shouldn't be giving, if that makes sense, what you said. When what I mean by that is there's a few other people that said the same thing that you said. And I don't know when I'm gonna get out of my own way in that way to be able to, like you said, that gift, that ability to do something with there's no script written, there's no dialogue really before we go on. Once we on, I'm on. Like there is no trying to figure it out because again, this is what we're passionate about. And a lot of people, like you said, they have those same comments to me in the DMs and like, yo, you got something. And so we just did a live show this past Sunday. The Code of Conduct is a show that a buddy of mine has, and he has his own studio out in on American Street down in North Philly. And I say all that to say this because when he asked me to come on the show, he didn't ask for nobody else. He said, I just want you to come with your energy. Key, I'm telling you, you listen, sis, you something else. You something
I'm
else.
telling you. I'm telling you. I've met so many people in my life. I know when people have certain things.
Right,
I just know.
And that's why I just said sometimes you have to hear it from another person's perspective, only because, when I had this dream a few years back, and I said to you even when you came onto the show, and I said, yo, like God just spoke to me in a way where it woke me up out of my sleep, and I'm like, yo, and I'm waking my babe up like, yo, I just had the dream of a lifetime, and I saw everything that this man wants me to do. Now so it was so deep and so dynamic that it started something that was already, I think, you know how like we know it's, you have something within, and until you let it out, people really don't recognize it for what it truly could be or what it actually is. So just what you just said in real time makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, and am I ready to do that right now from the that's where I second guess myself, Key. That part, like trying to not feel like I'm responsible for more than just me. Put it that way.
I got. But you just did it. You just did a live right now. You just did a live. You just did a live right now.
I know, and
that's all you.
And that's crazy.
Right now, all you got.
But you know what's funny about that too? Just to elaborate a little bit. when I would do my shorts, like I'm actually just videoing myself talking about topics that at that moment or during that course of the day, I'm speaking on something that just resonated with me enough that I had to share it. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like you get on here and you just something just like the course of your day goes, but something resonates with you enough to say, yo, I'm going live tonight and this is what I'm doing, and nothing's going to get in my way of doing that. And every night at 7 o'clock, I'm doing just that. Excuse me.
Yeah, we're going live. And when you start seeing and listen, live is everything. People, strangers
Whoa,
are
somebody else
just
coming in, Key?
you sound like that. Somebody else coming in, you don't ignore it. But listen, but listen,
I'm listening.
live though, it's just so much more trendy. Like you don't like think about it when you on live, when you on like YouTube,
Yeah.
right? Just think about it, for example. And you see clips, but if you see a live, you like, oh, what they talking about over there? And then you tune in because anything can
Well,
happen.
you want
Anything can happen on the live.
listen. Before the end of the night and before you go to sleep tonight, somehow you're gonna send me this way of doing this live. So what do I actually do? And you gotta school me on how do I go live every night with being able to actually make it look like what it's supposed to look like.
So use this platform right here called Restream.
Uh-huh.
C R
I see it. It's
R
right at the
E.
top. Yep, I see it.
Use that platform, and it's just gonna walk you through. You just click on. You go. Do you ever go live on YouTube?
No, I never did.
Oh shoot! You never went live on YouTube. All right. Well,
Listen,
it's but it's a lot of
go ahead. I'm sorry.
YouTube videos that'll tell you this and StreamYard. Either one, whichever one is the easiest for you to use. I heard StreamYard is super easy to use, way easier to use.
Okay.
But we're using Restream because we plan to be across like 30 platforms eventually. Right now we doing YouTube, we're gonna add Instagram. So see how we talking right now?
Yeah.
Insta Instagram Live will be able to see exactly this
Oh, right now in real
on
time.
both real time on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Or eventually, all of them will see everything at the same time. I could bring somebody on live from anywhere and I can see the comments from anywhere. So right now, when I see the comments, I see the YouTube sign and I see the comment. But if somebody from Twitch put a comment, it'll show the Twitch sign and then a comment, so I know exactly where it came from. So I can see people. So one live, you're getting visibility at once on every platform.
So now,
On one
when I
live.
do my Valentine's Day show next week, I should do it on Restream.
You want to go live?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, go live. Go live. I mean, you ready to do all the platforms at once? You just got to connect them all to the Restream.
So when you say all of the platforms at once, what do you mean? Like, so if I'm doing my E-Dubs After Dark show, and it's a Valentine's Day edition for the ladies, right? So if I go live at that moment, then I'm doing an E-Dubs After Dark on the Restream, right? And it goes across the platforms, is what you're telling me, correct?
So, whichever platforms you link to it. So if you link TikTok to it, it'll be live on TikTok. It'll be live on whatever you link to it.
Okay,
YouTube, Facebook,
got you. Okay.
Instagram. So all your accounts to it, and yeah, you can go live at once at all of them. Just keep playing with it, practicing with it. That's what we're doing right now. Honestly, we just been practicing. But YouTube will have a lot of videos about this on there.
Okay.
Like a lot
I
of
got you. I'm a YouTube student.
Yo, content creators, if y'all watching this, like, yo, I just was saying
She
how
dropped some
most people
gems,
that get
y'all.
online, yo, everybody's on here scrolling. TikTok rewards people for going live, yo, because they understand we have so many scrollers and no posters. Nobody's posting, and people are watching, regardless if they are saying anything or not. They are watching.
Yeah.
This live right now, this live right now. You know how many watch hours I'm gonna get, and I've been on an hour and a half. This is gonna get so many watch hours because it's people who just been like the UK Savior. He probably was on for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And different people have been off the watch hours from one live. It would take me months to get the same amount of watch hours that I'm getting in one night.
Yeah, that's so dope. And I want you, and it's funny because I watch, like I said, from afar, and I always thought your food reviews was some of those was just classics. I mean, unbelievable classics. And I enjoyed them, but I said to you before when you came to the show, and I keep it real because I'm a foodie. Every time you did one of those reviews, I got hungry. I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat that night, or I'm gonna definitely go somewhere good to eat that weekend. But you always made me hungry with those food reviews. But I thought that was going to go huge because you did such a great job at it.
Take too long.
Okay.
That's what I was trying at the beginning of this. Just because you're good at something, people that are good at stuff are normally good at a lot of stuff. Think about it. A baseball player is normally good at football, is normally good at basketball because they're athletic.
Yeah.
So people that are good are normally good at a lot of things. So it's important for you to really pinpoint exactly what your passion matches with what you're good at. You have to it's a million things. Listen, I analyze this. You know I'm a hustler. It's a million things I could do to make money,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so many things. I mean, I could do so many things. But I said I had to really narrow it down to what I'm really good at
Yeah.
and what my passion is, because that's gonna make me the most successful and the most impactful and the most money.
Yeah.
So that's what everybody has to do. That's the job for everybody. Like pinpoint exactly what it is you're best at, right? So talking, being on the fly, I'm a good. That's what I do. So why not be live? I don't get it. Why not come on here and talk to people live? It gives me the most, you know, hours from YouTube. It gives me the most stretch. People love live.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah. And I'm learning. Like I said, I'm a student of the game. So for me to get this from you,
Yes.
it just like dropping gems. Seriously, I really truly appreciate you even bringing me on because again, like I said, when you see something in front of you and you don't know what that looks like until you start to really pay attention and focus. Like it don't take much. You ain't got to keep showing me to reveal. Like you said, I'm on it. Like trust me, I'm on it. So I'm just excited because, like I said, it gives you a whole new confidence behind what you're actually doing. You know what I mean? Like you really start to see things clearly because, like you said, if I could get that double the time or triple the time just based on going live, like, yeah, we need to make that happen sooner than later.
Because you is your page monetized yet?
No, I know it isn't. May know it. Yes, it is. What am I talking about? Yeah. Hold on, Key. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Damn it. This is me being goofy. Hold on.
Talk, talk that shit, King.
All right, there we
Stop. You know, that's funny.
go.
But yeah,
There we go.
I'm cool. I have the best time with my fam I have the best of the best times with my family. But at the same time, right? When I'm with my family, it's almost like a coddling of me, right? Like I feel coddled, right? And I feel like for me to be the most potent version of myself, sometimes I can't just be in that coddled, safe space, happy, just I gotta push myself out there to really push myself because it's so easy for me to just want to spend time with my aunts, my mom, my cousins, and just bask in that every day of my life. I would love to do that, honestly. But it's like I can't I can't be the most potent version of myself if I'm just laying in that comfort. And
Yeah.
that's what people gotta realize too.
Yeah.
You have to analyze that you want because the things that make me the most comfortable, I know is not going to get me where I really want to be,
Yeah.
and not going to inspire the people that I really want to
Yeah.
inspire. So that's what I'm. We're good at a lot of stuff. We like a lot of things, but we have to pinpoint what we really want.
Yeah.
Like when this life is over, like if this was the last day, would we be happy with everything that we've done?
You know,
And that's
yeah, I'm so glad you said
that's
that because in real time, like I was, and these conversations happen for a reason, and I know they do. That's why I say God don't make no mistakes. And I was just talking about that earlier about giving my grandkids and my kids, something to be able to look back on or now carry where now my grandson, just say 20, 30 years removed, is the COO of the company because he done built it into a multimedia global thing, right? Just off of the one conversation that me and Marquita had 35 years ago talking about restreaming. And these are the developments that you go through in stages in life. But like I always tell my kids, I don't have the most time left. I know the clock is ticking for me. I was just telling the kids at work, all these guys are younger than me. And I say to them all the time, like, you can't reverse time. it's not on your side to make that happen. So whatever you're going to do, make it happen today if you can. And because of that, I'm sped up. So like when I say my foot is pressed to the floor to do these things that I'm doing, which I wish I would have started years ago, but as we know, everything happens in God's time. So now I'm just motivated to take advantage of what that looks like, and to have people like you in my corner, to have other people that really understand what that looks like, because they're either doing the same things or they're doing it on a higher level or a different scale. You pay attention to that, because I'm trying to get where she is, but faster than when she got there, because she gave me that information, as we talked about, going back to the topic. You talk about that. I want to share that information with my folks because they're really unaware, and not because they're not paying attention, is because they just don't know, because they're not given the opportunity to hear it in real time. Like it's just that simple.
Yeah. And I want to tell you this, right? If you're 5 years old, if you're 20 years old, if you're 50 years old, if you're 70 years old, right? All of those ages, no matter what age I just said, you are lucky to have another 20 years in front of that. Even if you're five,
No, that's a fact.
it is hard the next 20 years.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I'm sure when my grandma was in her 50s, she thought she ain't had that much time. She lived to be 95, you know?
yeah,
So I think no matter where you are, it is hard to get through 20 years. Okay.
yeah.
It takes a lot to survive. So many things can take us out. So many things. Something could be sprayed and we walk by and it takes us out. Any little thing,
That's
right?
a fact.
So, and I don't know what it is about uh, you know, myself, but I always been driven, but I always had a sense of urgency as well. Like I always tried to utilize my time no
Yeah,
matter what, no
yeah.
matter what my age was. Before I knew it, like time, I'm 41. I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? So, I feel like if we can utilize the time, I mean, it's some people, yo, I'd be shocked. Like 1 month, these people have done so much
Yeah,
in 1 month.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
like
And it's funny because I get
I'm
a I
like,
get a I get a lot of that, where in this day and age, and just being consistent, steadfast on what it is, like I say, you're doing, or whatever that looks like. I think that's the part where a lot of times we get kind of like, I want to say, what's the word I'm looking for? We get sidetracked with, again, like I said, getting caught up in what other people think instead of just living your truth, right? Like understanding, like
right.
it might not work that way, but if I look closely enough or I pay attention enough, maybe I'll get a sign or something's told to me to move me in that direction I need to go in. And that's why I said information is everything for me, because at this point in my life, that's what I'm absorbing. I'm absorbing it from a student perspective to understand, like, I don't know everything. And I'll be the first to say, my girl always say that to me, babe, all you do is watch YouTube, because I'm paying attention to what that dynamic looks like for me in real time, because I'm picking up tidbits that is driving me to whatever my company becomes. I'm going to give this the people the same story once I get to those platforms and say, this is what I did. These are the people that helped me along the way. And you're, of course, going to be right there to understand what that looks like, because, again, we don't do that enough. And I said this to you before. We're like crabs in a barrel for some reason. And I know for me and in my generation, for some reason, we don't like sharing love. And I don't understand that. I just don't. I don't. I'll never get it. But, and it's funny, something that a guy that I had on my show earlier last year, he said something. He said, E, you'll get more love from people that you don't know than the ones you do know. And that's crazy.
Oh, for sure.
And that's crazy when you think about it.
But you know what though? I just can't like I just never had the leisure to focus there. Like I just been so focused on goals. I just can't focus on nothing else but that.
Yeah.
Because that's a distraction. We had a topic one night on here about focus and how important that is, because in a world where we have these devices. I mean, I go to send an email, it done took my brain in 30 different directions just sending one email. And I'm a focused person. You cannot achieve success without
That's
focus.
a fact.
So regardless of what people are supporting, I mean, like I'm a very, very seasoned business owner. And I just don't even think about who supports and doesn't. I just
Yeah.
can't. Like I just all I can focus on is making my product and service the best.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
Yeah.
that's it. Be- because once that's there, if it's that good, people should be there anyway. If they're not, I'm not good enough. It's that
Yo,
simple. Like, that's how I look.
I'm so glad you.
Don't ever
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
listen, don't ever get who is supporting
No,
or
no, no.
not
And
supporting. Don't
I
ever
made that
support.
point because this is the thing, right? Like, no matter what that driven portion of me looks like, I'm driven enough within my, and this is why I say, going back to what I said to that individual that said about self love, right? Like, I'm protecting what I love, and I love doing what we do. So I'm not afraid to divulge in a situation that's like you said earlier too, and it resonates back to what I'm saying now. You might feel uncomfortable, or you might feel less confident because you don't know certain things, but that's not going to stop my drive from trying to get to the pinnacle of where I'm trying to get in this business that we're walking in right at this moment. So again, like I said, to be a student of the game and understand what that looks like as we sit here and have this conversation, you could be, you'll be remiss to not understand, like, yo, like, she just really gave me some real knowledge tonight on what it's,
Yeah.
not only what it's looking like right now, but what potentially is going to, you know, catapult you to, or not just me. Like you said, we're sharing this information with everybody. So this is news to everybody that's watching this. Like you said, this content creators. Like, listen, get some of these gems and run with them, because this is the new wave. Like my man Big Avell just came home. So, which is Max B for the people that don't know, but that's his whole thing, the wave. Like, so get on that wave and make that ride, what you want to make it. But you gotta, like you said, you gotta keep pushing that envelope, because I mean, and I said this to you before, and this is just real talk. The internet is instantaneous. People like, I'm watching like, and this is just what I do. I'm watching flick another 20, but if it ain't catching my aura,
Right.
it's nothing there. Cause you see so much of the same stuff that, like, until something gravitates to you enough to stop and really pay attention, you're not paying attention. But like you
Mhm.
said though, them folks that ain't moving much, that's above 60, Jack, they ain't gonna be doing a whole lot of that, because they want to be, they want to tune in. They want something to hold, that whole, like, all right, if I'm gonna watch, let's see what what they talking about. So yeah, I'm, like I said, that's just so dope, because a lot of things that you touched on tonight is just hitting home, because there's a lot of relevancy to what I got going on right now. So, and I think I'm right at that crossroads where it could go like this, or it could just stay steadfast. And I gotta go like this. I'm not one of them people I like staying steadfast. I need,
Are you on TikTok?
not yet, nope. Should I be?
Yeah, because TikTok you can like pay like $30 or $20, even cheaper than that, and you want to pay it because they're gonna put you in front of people that they know wants to see your content. Like they know based off the algorithm that this is your audience. So you pay for that exposure. They put you in front of 30,000 views, like just for I think it's cheap. I forget how many it's cheap, but they'll get you a lot of exposure. And then if you keep posting, the more you keep going live, the more exposure they'll get you. Real quick, let me just do a quick plug. So I'm keep sticking to it, y'all. I am a therapist. I am taking individual sessions. You can do 1 hour or 30-minute sessions at keylifecoaches.com. If you are still in here, can you please make sure it is at the bottom of our screen, keylifecoaches.com, that people can click.
I need to do this for my producer. This is so dope. This is like super dope. And I think this is what we were
And look,
talking about.
if y'all don't want to, if you don't want to book a session, you can come on live with me at 7 o'clock. I will be here every day, 7 o'clock. You can come on here and talk to me for free. But if not, if you want to be a little more private, go to keylifecoaches.com and you can book 30-minute and 1 hour sessions. Yeah, it's coming up on the screen right now, keylifecoaches.com.
Yeah, this is so awesome, man. I'm really, that's what I'll be signing.
So what do you think about that, Dave? Mans want to sign up. Mans want to sign. You get therapy for free for me. You one of the free people. So why you want to pay?
Yeah, that's funny.
You want to put me?
Do I need a referral?
Yeah, you need a.
Yo,
Yeah, you
Maz
want to
is
put me in the
crazy.
room. I just be loosely like, yeah, politely.
Yo.
And then I can get away with that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
He want
yo,
me to put.
Maz is
He
hilarious. I
want me
love it because family always
to
going. That's love right there. He's showing much love.
him and my mom. They be work. They be trying to get me to work.
Yo, that's dope. But listen, I really appreciate you doing what you did tonight because I'm telling you,
So you my
you dropped some gems on your brother for real. You really did. That was dope, and I appreciate it because a lot of times I don't care what you talking about. I'm looking forward to seeing you every night at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna tune in regardless of whether I'm on or I'm off. But I'm gonna tell you what, some of these topics you have. I told you this before, and I DM'd you it on one of your shows you had, and I said to you I'm gonna steal some of this content from you because it's just so good to hear people like that see things a lot of the same way as you see them, and it's crazy because I be like, damn, like she is an old soul. Like, where does she come up with some of this stuff from? Like, awesome, man, totally awesome.
Yep. Thank you for coming on.
Oh,
Like
no
this is my first. We
problem.
be first
Appreciate you.
time bringing somebody, especially on YouTube. I was like, how we gonna get somebody on the live on YouTube? But we figured it out.
Yeah, well, that's dope, and I
So
appreciate you. Thank you for always showing love and support. And listen, I mean, you already know y'all can reach me on Total Define Entertainment. That's your boy E Dubs After Dark. I'm in association with a whole lot of folks, but in particular, Create Creations. That's the food service. Can't get a better catering job in the city. Then, of course, always best care. That's senior living. That's Dr. Bryant Green. And of course, my boys, PIW. We in the kitchen, the recipe. And you already know my show, E Dubs After Dark. That's every Friday. We got a special show coming up this Friday, in particular for Valentine's Day, which Valentine's Day is that next day on Saturday. So y'all got to tune in, but also tune into my girl. Keep sticking to it. Key, you got something, girl. And I already
mm,
tell you, I love you. I appreciate you. Tell everybody on your side of that land. I love them. You already know who I'm talking about. So we'll be seeing you soon. And thanks again, sis. Appreciate you.
all right, so thank you so
Yep.
much.
Love.
All right. Yeah, y'all. So I hope y'all really I guess got the full message I was trying to give off today. I'm glad we was able to bring somebody on to, kind of see how things go. But balancing is very important. I am very excited about what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Please turn your notifications on so that you can at least see what the topic is going to be. Okay. And continue to keep bearing with us. We are still figuring out the stream. We are still just on YouTube right now. We are going to be expanding to Instagram on one of the next streams, and we're just going to keep adding the platforms as we go to keep making sure it's steady and working to make sure we're picking the perfect streaming platform for what we're trying to do. I love y'all.